Are you constantly dying in Rohan 2? Are your crons disappearing because of deaths, HP potions, death penalty recovery? If you're playing a Dark Elf mage, especially as a wizard, you're probably experiencing this right now. Unlike other classes, Dark Elves don't have healing skills. They're designed to deal massive damage, but that also makes them one of the squishiest classes in the game. Today, I'll show you the strategy that helped me survive, save crons, and continue progressing efficiently all the way to level 84. So let's get started. Prioritize vitality over damage. One of the biggest mistakes I see players make is putting all of their stat points into intelligence. Sure, your damage looks amazing until your character dies every few minutes. Instead, try switching to a more balanced build while you're still progressing. A good starting point is 80% vitality and 20% intelligence. Yes, you'll lose some damage, but you'll gain something far more valuable: survivability. Now, let's compare my previous build of 80% intelligence with my current 80% vitality setup. As you can see, monsters don't hit nearly as hard anymore. That means less HP potion consumption, fewer deaths while farming, more crons earned instead of wasted on recovery. Remember, a dead character deals 0 damage. As your gear and defense improve, you can always reset your stats back toward intelligence later. But during the early and mid-game, staying alive is often the fastest way to maximize your long-term farming profits. Now you might be wondering, if I move my stats into vitality, won't my farming become slower? The answer is yes, but only for a little while. Instead of relying on stat points for damage, focus on increasing your damage through permanent account progression. One of the easiest ways to do that is by consistently completing your daily requests. Aside from the usual rewards, you'll also earn Parasols and event crafting material. I personally saved around 300 Parasols to craft the guaranteed legendary costume. Compared to my previous epic costume, it gave me 15% more attack speed, twice the cast speed bonus, and an additional 8% movement speed. Plus an additional 100 EVA stats and 3% skill power reduced by simply unlocking legendary costume codex stats. Those upgrades significantly improved my farming efficiency, more than simply investing stat points into damage. Another event reward I'm aiming for is the Ancient Skill Enhancement Stone. This item allows you to increase your skills grade, providing a substantial boost to its overall power beyond normal enhancement levels. Since every Dark Elf active and passive skills are offensive, like magical attack, magical pen, magical damage, magical critical rate, and critical damage, so upgrading them is one of the best ways to recover the damage you sacrificed by investing your stats into vitality. In the end, the strongest characters aren't always the ones with the highest damage stats. They're the ones that continuously invest in permanent upgrades. Think about cron efficiency. Here's something many players don't calculate. Every time your character dies, you spend crons to recover. Every HP potion you use also costs crons. If your Dark Elf is too fragile, those expenses add up quickly. This becomes even more noticeable when you're using the Hunting Helper. While you're offline, your character may repeatedly die, revive, and run back into dangerous mobs, creating a costly cycle that drains both your crons and your farming efficiency. That's why your goal shouldn't be to chase the highest damage at all costs. Investing some stats into vitality won't ruin your progression. In fact, it can significantly improve your long-term farming efficiency. A tankier character survives longer, consumes fewer HP potions, dies less often, and spends more time actually defeating monsters instead of recovering from deaths. It's the build that keeps your Dark Elf farming non-stop, with fewer interruptions and far better cron efficiency. Upgrade your armor immediately. Defense matters far more than most players realize. Make it a priority to enhance and combine every piece of your armor. Once you reach level 70 equipment, switch to superior enhancement stones and superior combination stones, since they're specifically made for higher tier gear. More importantly, this is the point where your equipment can start advancing into the ancient grades by combining two rare equipment parts with your preferred sub-options through the combination system. And here's the best part. You don't have to spend extra resources buying these materials. Simply dismantle the unwanted equipment you get while farming. Those discarded items provide the crafting materials needed to make enhancement and combination stones through crafting. When crafting enhancement stones, there's a hidden bonus many players overlook. You have a chance to craft a brilliant enhancement stone that protects your equipment from losing enhancement levels when an upgrade fails, while brilliant combination stone prevents your secondary equipment material being destroyed. If you're enhancing expensive gear, these stones can save you a lot of frustration and resources. Always keep an eye out for them. My current progress. Right now, I'm level 84, and honestly, the climb to level 90 is much tougher. Most of the monsters I'm fighting are already level 80 and above, while I'm still wearing level 70 equipment. That means I'm taking on stronger enemies with lower level gear. Sure, there's a way to equip level 90 gear early through enchantment, but that requires spending sapphires. Personally, I'd rather save those resources for level 110 gear. Instead, I'm using this time to farm level 90 equipment chests from the ancient armory and collect field drops with the sub-options I preferred. That way, by the time I reach level 90, I'll already have most of my gear prepared. I can equip everything immediately and switch back to an intelligence-focused build without wasting extra resources. Dungeon tip. Use Scroll of Struggle every time you run a dungeon, as it gives a 1-hour buff of 50 additional attack and defense for both physical and magical attributes. Another tip. While inside this dungeon, lure 3 to 4 nearby monsters together and eliminate them with AoE skills. This is one of the biggest advantages of playing a Dark Elf Wizard, allowing you to clear mobs much faster and farm more efficiently. One final tip. Choose attack when selecting your option stones to cover any missing attack attributes on your gear. You can craft 1 normal option stone chest using 5 option stone ores. Every 5 chests can then be upgraded to the next grade. Each chest contains a random option stone attribute, which can be socketed into ancient grade equipment and above to further improve your character's stats. Those are the strategies that help me survive and continue progressing as a Dark Elf without constantly burning through crons. So if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Rohan 2 guides, and let me know in the comments, what level are you currently at, and what's your biggest challenge right now? Thanks for watching. This is Tito Bonds, and I'll see you in the next one.